I was told once by someone that if I live by eating out of the dumpster, because I live in such a profoundly decadent society or whatever. So if I'm like living off the backs of my fellow men, off the backs of the workers of society, I'm not truly being self-sustaining because I'm just living off the backs of hardworking individuals. I would say that's baloney, because things that come from the dumpster are things discarded, things people are declaring with their act of throwing it in the dumpster. It's being declared, I no longer want this item. This item is now unowned, and I just go and take possession of it and trade it, use it, whatever. Just finding a niche. I say niche. I think people say niche, but I don't like that. I say niche. So, okay. So I find this little niche. Lots of people find this niche. It's a decent way to do life. So, I think there's this, I've also been told by the same person or situation of people that not only am I like leeching off society by living this way, but also that, what if everybody did that? Then what would you do? Oh, sweetheart. The thing of it is, we're not in danger of that. That option's always been around. That option's been around. We live in a very, very excessive world with excessive things. We have so many things. We're not really in danger of people up and leaving their lifestyles to do that. Jesus has been saying, sell all your crap and come follow me for 2,000 years. Not a lot of people are taking that advice. People are really drawn to their things and their lifestyle. People don't really want that lifestyle. It's a very niche group that want that lifestyle. You don't have to worry about that. And it works. And if lots of people flock to that, it just wouldn't work anymore. You do something else, wouldn't you? Find another niche. I think that word niche and niche, there's different uses of it. Because that made sense to say that there's a niche group of people. Anyway, okay, back to the thing. So, I don't think we're in much danger of literally everyone in society turning to that niche for their situation. I could see that happening in some kind of catastrophe, sure. And then there would be less. And then we'd probably have to turn to something like farming, right? I'm willing to work. Doing that lifestyle, it's not like I wasn't working. It's not like this just layabout lifestyle. It's 14-hour days, 6-7 days a week. It's a lot. It's long. It's a lot of work. But it's fun. It was something we like to do. A few days off here and there. Anyway. Man. Good hours, good company. That was good. It was a good little niche of a lifestyle I somehow stumbled upon. Not the creator of it. Just starting and doing it with some other people, and that was cool. But also, I guess there's limited resources. Maybe if you just kind of went down there on your own. So I had some people I was running around with. Maybe if I was just on my own, maybe I would be not welcomed to be using up those resources. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, maybe you just have to become part of some community somewhere. I mean, communities really are the backbone of society, aren't they? It's kind of like the family, and then the community. And then I guess we would have what we do, the state and then the nation. So that would be what it is. Anyway. So I guess it's important to not step on the community. Sorry there, if you're changing and moving locations. Makes sense. Anyway, that was a cool lifestyle. That was a cool way to make a living, way to go along in life. I don't know if it's sustainable. It wears you out. It's like you're not gonna have a long life, likely, but it's life. I'm not really laughing because I'm being frivolous. It is sad. The hard reality of life. The grieving. Ugh, it's a lot. So yeah, I think if you find yourself in a situation where things are working out, you found a niche, you don't need to feel guilty about it. I feel like when you're loving your neighbors, loving your enemies even, if you're doing like Jesus stuff, then you're, whatever niche you found is likely decent. We weren't always doing that all the time, but for the most part, what we were doing was ethical, and we were leaving things cleaner. We were literally like reusing stuff we found in the dumpster, recycling things, but it's illegal. It's very illegal. The person I was with had several theft charges because of dumpster diving. I have a theft charge because of scavenging off of a thrift store lawn owned by not he who will not be named, but I don't know if that's anyway, it was the DI. And I get it, people wanted to go to the store, and there I was, taking that baby seat home for my friend. No, it's not yours, don't touch it. Yes, it's out on the roadside park strip, that's because the gates are closed. We don't accept donations after dark. Well, I think that stuff should be fair game then. You're donating it to somebody who needs it. Anyway, I think the act of throwing something in a dumpster, the act of doing that should indicate a legal separation of your rights of ownership. And so if you go pull something out of the dumpster, that should be fine to do. I think there has to be some kind of, if you throw something in the dumpster to go retrieve it later, that's stealing. You have to be ethical. It's like a personal thing, you just know if you're ethical. I know that I'm not doing that. If you're not doing that, you really are being kind of a leech on society, aren't you? Actual stealing is a leech on society, though, because that person did not declare non-ownership. That person is still in the act of owning it or trying to sell it. They're in the act of owning it, and it throws off their day. They hate that. Everyone hates that. So stop doing it. Well, easy for you to say. Yes, because my yoke is easy, my burden is light. We didn't steal. There's probably the time I've stolen in my life, and we stole. It was very extremely extenuating circumstance, but for the most part, it's all just dumpster stuff. It's just garbage. My goodness, that was a good time. That was some of the best times of my life, running around. Running around with South Park, sharing shoes, baseball hats, hoodies. Oh, such a fun time. Such a great time. I'm filled with gratitude for that time. That was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. And then he got me out. I was still having a good time, and he said, time to go. And I did, and that's when I started my family. And I'm grateful for that too. Eternally grateful for those miracles. And I don't know if that lifestyle is very conducive to raising kids, because it is a little dangerous. It's a little dirty. It's a little dangerous, I guess, from quite a few different angles. Life is dangerous though, isn't it? Maybe something to go back to, but maybe not somewhere, a place for kids, you know. And sometimes I think I'd like to be in danger of everyone just doing that lifestyle, because then we could do something else. We could all just give up on this dumb money stuff, that just don't look thing from The Simpsons. Just don't look. Just don't look. And we just give up on that stuff. Just stop looking. Just throw it all in the garbage. Who knows? Turn to the dumpsters. Find all the gadgets you can. Turn to your neighbors. Start a farm. Dig up the grass. The landlord's like, you can't do that. You're like, shut up. You go back to your grass patch. You try to get your... No, you wouldn't be like that, would you? And he wouldn't be like that. He'd be like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing idea. You guys, let's work together. I'll grow corn. You're like, no, I'm going to go corn because I like this non-GMO stuff. I got these heirloom seeds. You know, probably somebody around has some seeds somewhere you can get at some point. Heirloom seeds are kind of trendy. They're kind of popular. And can you imagine in that system, heirloom seeds are going to be really popular because you need seeds to go year after year. And then the seeds come back to the people and everyone can have seeds. It's a seed. It's not a machine you made. You literally, you did make the GMO one. That's crazy. To me, that's irresponsible. You're playing with the blueprint of life, not knowing how it works exactly. You know little parts of it, you kind of know how it works together, but you don't know the whole ecosystem of it. You don't know the complexity. It's so complex. The thing is, if you're working on that stuff, you have a pretty good idea of how much you don't know. Because it's so complex to the billionth degree or something. It's like entirely so complex you can't even wrap your mind around. And you're like, you know what? I think it's cool to splice out this and splice in there. It's like, wow, that's so incredibly irresponsible. I can't believe you're doing that. Well, here we go. Nothing I can do about that. So it'd be nice to just kind of like go back to the old thing. Like, let's just turn to the dumpsters, get all the crap back out of there that we threw away yesterday because we thought we were going to be buying more of it at the store tomorrow. And then just like spread out the stuff around the community, dig up the grass, make a garden. I don't know. Maybe get a cow if you don't have enough grass. Need a lot of grass. I don't know. You figure something out. It might be quite crazy though. I think it would be quite crazy. I think that is somewhat romanticized in my mind. I think those kinds of situations are romanticized in everybody's mind. I think everybody is quite excited for some kind of situation like that. And I think it's going to be much different than everybody thinks. I think it's going to be a Matthew 24 situation. I think that's the kind of things that happen. Matthew 24, I think that's easily predictable. I don't know if these things are prophecy, like somebody saw in a dream or something, like cars and stuff, or if they just kind of got a feeling about predictions about how human populations grow and develop and fall and rise and fall and stuff like that. But whatever it is, it seems like we're heading up for a Matthew 24 situation, in which case, can we just have a break? Okay, fine. Here we go.